Hey guys, Gizbeat here. Welcome to part 2 of the iNew V3 review. If you didn't see part 1, please check it out. I'm going to put a link in the description to part 1, which is the unboxing and the initial thoughts. And now I've spent a couple days with this phone, and I'm going to go into some more detail about my opinions with it, and some of the tests I ran, and my final thought at the end on whether or not you should buy this phone. And I just want to say the phone came from 1949deal.com. They are a sponsor, and we also have a support forum for them at our forum, ChinaPhoneArena.com. So you can get support there and ask questions, and they have a staff that checks that daily, and they field any questions or problems or issues, and you can post also positive reviews, or maybe even if you have a problem, they can help you out with that. Let's get right on it. Let's first take a look at the LCD. I still really like the looks of this phone, the build and the styling. They really went above and beyond here. I somewhat wonder if there was maybe a Western designer involved with this, because this is so rare for a China phone. All the elements that came together, right? And the manual, which was perfect English. So I wonder if they have some Western staff on there. I'm still really liking this. The aluminum sides. And look at this. The alien eye. It watches you while you use your phone. That's a bit of a joke there, but anyways, I really like that. It's such a small little feature, but it makes the phone look so much cooler. Just that little blue slit in the middle instead of a what's normally there. Very cool addition. Okay, on to the review. Let's first take a look at, I want to show you how rapidly this moves through. Even through the widgets, it's nothing. It really takes care of it, like, super fast. And on to Antutu. We scored 17K. It's very good. It's better than I expected. It really actually thrashes a standard MTK6589. I'm not sure about T. I haven't checked MTK6589T 720p scores yet. Anyways, it scores, the most important thing in my opinion anyways is the GPU. It scores 800 on 2D, and comparatively speaking, the MTK6589, the standard one, scores 560. So it's a huge difference there. It's really substantial. 560 compared to 800. And the 3D scores 4680, which is also a big difference. The MTK6589 scores 3300. That's 3300 compared to 4680 at the same resolution. It's a really big difference. It's a really big step up. So let's see. On the next thing, GPS. Let's first you guys wanted me to check this with the EPO, and AGPS is off now. And what I'm gonna do, let's see, a guy wanted me to check it with Google Maps as opposed to one, two, four, 13, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19, 7:28. I know you guys maybe have fast forwarded by now. Well, let's see what we get. Remember, this is okay. There we are. We're locked. It's about 30 seconds. That's without a GPS, without EPO, and I'm indoors. Okay. I did have a lock about an hour ago, so that you may have to wait up to a minute for an entirely cold lock, but I haven't had it been more than a minute, especially outdoors. That's a cold lock when the phone's been off for a while and you've lost any current GPS location in the phone. So with now that we've locked, now that we've had this somewhat cold lock, we're locking again. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. Boom, locked. So if you've already got like a warm lock, we just locked a few seconds ago, and then the screen turned off, and we turned the screen back on. It started to attempt to get another lock. That was just about 5 or 6 seconds. So let's see in GPS test. Bam, we're locked already. I didn't even have time to change my seat. That's let me show you that again. Turning it on. Bam, 1 second. Instant lock. That's with AGPS turned off and EPO turned off. But of course, that's mostly because we just got a lock regardless. So once some time has passed and we relock, it'll be about probably 20 to 30 seconds, maybe up to a minute for a cold lock. Okay, on to, I've got a list here of things. Okay, I'm gonna go through, try and speed this up a bit, guys. I tend to, when I start to get talking, I just go off on these tangents. And anyways, here we have NFC hole. This is for NFC communication. This is the LED. The LED is very bright. I was very pleasantly surprised with the quality of the LED. The external speaker was substantially louder than I expected it to be. A really good job by iNew here. They chose a good speaker, or whatever system they're using there to run power to the speaker in combination with the speaker itself. They did a good job with that. The listening to phone calls is great. The person on the other end was really clear and plenty loud enough for me. I think even if you were in like a crowded room with a bit of noise in it, you could still hear perfectly, no problem. And they heard me, no problem as well. The alien eye. Yeah, I really like what they did with the alien eye. That's a cool addition. Okay, let's see. GPS, Antutu done. GPS done. LCD done. Gyro! Bam! Gyro. Let's see. It's really interesting. They put a gyro in this, and normally, for these type of phones, they normally don't include a gyro, but this has it. I use Z device test. There's an NFC button here. Here's the gyroscope. And see, this also has tests in it, so you can see how the gyro's moving around there. So it's got a working gyro, very cool. It's also got a gravity sensor. I don't know what you would do with the gravity sensor. It's also got an acceleration sensor too. Linear acceleration. So I can't really do it here because of my positioning, but if you go faster, these lines come out. Well, it's interesting anyways. I don't know. I'm not sure what you would do with a gravity sensor. If anyone uses gravity sensors for anything, let me know. I'd be interested to know what exactly you're doing with it. Let's see. Got that done. We got rooted. Rooted was no problem. I did have to take a couple extra steps, but I got it done. It wasn't too much of an issue. I'll put a post on Gizbeat about how to do that. Let's see. We have CWM, the clock for install custom recovery CWM. We have 5.5 already. I made that yesterday, and then also today I made a 6.0.4.4 touch recovery. So we've got a touch recovery for this already. I made that today, and I'll be making a 6044 standard one as well for those who want the newer version of CWM but don't necessarily need or want the touch version. I'm going to show you that recovery before I sign off here. The last thing, I know you guys have been waiting for this, is battery. I know that's everyone's big concern. And I'm going to tell you what, it's a standard 1800 milliamp battery. It's slightly smaller than normal, or what's standard, but it's not by much. For a phone this size and this slim, even for a regular 5-inch phone, the standard battery size is 2000 milliamps. You might see some with 2200, but normally it's going to be 2000, the true capacity of the battery. So we're talking about maybe not even about just about a little under a 10% difference than what would be standard. And yeah, there are some phones that have like 3000 or 2700, but those are also quite thick. For example, Xiaoyu and Neo N003. They offer Neo N003 has a special 3000 milliamp battery, but those are really the exception, and you're sacrificing weight and size for that. So here's the deal. I guess I won't hold off any longer. You're going to get about 4 to 5 hours on-screen time with this phone. That should get you through a normal day for a normal person. Sorry, not to say if you use your phone more than 4 hours a day that you're not normal, but for a regular, just for the average, let's say average, not normal. For the average person, you're going to get about 4 to 5 hours on-screen time. Or for the average person, 4 to 5 hours on-screen time should be fine. There we go. I got it out. Sorry, guys. It's been a couple of long days. So also, if that's not going to be enough for you, you can purchase a second battery, or you can purchase an external charger. And the thing is, if one guy asked, he said, "Oh, should I get an external charger or should I get the second battery?" And here's the thing: with this case, it's stuck onto the back. So if you're going to go with the second battery option, that's not going to work out, because this thing is constantly going to be peeling off, and you're going to lose stickiness, and it'll be useless. So in that case, you might want to go with the external charger if you're the case kind of guy. I don't like cases. I'm going to call it a flip-flop case. So what it is, it's a flip-floppy case, and yeah, I guess it looks okay when it's closed, but for me, I just don't like it. This little thing gets in the way sometimes when I'm trying to type, and this thing is kind of cumbersome. You have to fold it around the back to use the phone, and it's just not the same. And also the phone is so cool looking that you're covering it up. I mean, the back is part of the coolest part. It's stylish, and it's got the matte finish, and you're covering up one of the sides here. It's I don't know, if you're a flip-flop kind of guy, flip case kind of guy, I guess it's fine. For me, it's not my style. The reason it's in the flip, Gizbeat, why is it in the flip case then? Well, I'm going to tell you. It's because if I sell this phone, which I may, just to move on to the next model, I want to keep it as nice as I can for the next user. I want to keep it in as good a shape as possible. So that's why it's in the case now. If it was a phone I was buying for myself and I was sure I was going to keep it, it wouldn't be in the case right now. just because it's too cool looking to be in the case. I mean, it's, of course, it's got that protection element to keep it protected if you drop it or some such, but well, I wouldn't be worried about that too much, just me personally. Okay, final thought. Guess what? I'm going to tell you to buy this phone. This phone is well worth it for 180 bucks. It doesn't get any better. It's got all the components about it are right. For China phones, if you know China phones at all, you'll know there's sometimes issues with not being able to hear people, or them not being able to hear you, or the LED is soft and not any good, or the external speaker is too quiet and you can't hear any music, or hands-free call. The camera may be garbage. On this, it's all, they put together a really nice package here that looks right. The only thing is the battery, and for me, it's not much of an issue, and it's not much smaller than what a standard 5-inch phone would have. So this is a great value phone, and I can wholeheartedly recommend it to you. And that's it. I hope you guys come by gizbeat.com, come by ChinaPhoneArena.com, share the video, comment on the video, and hope to see you guys soon. All right, Gizbeat over and out.